All right, good evening everybody and welcome to our DuePoint intro presentation. So I am at the office all alone and I guess as the country is in throes of trying to figure out what precautions we have to take amidst the coronavirus. It is good to know that DuePoint is carrying on nonetheless. So good evening to all of you, wherever you may be in the country. I think we have Jane and Brendan on the live stream, so be careful what you say out there. But we'd be glad to know who's on the live stream. Introduce yourselves, let us know where you are dialing in from. Dialing in is an old term. Where you tuning in from, where you streaming in from. We recently had our Durban encounter, so that was great for me this last weekend. And we are going to be carrying on here at DuePoint, like nothing is stopping us. And so I welcome all of you and your guests to our intro presentation. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint, and we are going to be spending about 35 minutes together as I go through what we call our intro presentation, but you will understand that it is very much an invitation. It is a business proposition to come join us in this business, to come partner with us here at DuePoint. So we are broadcasting live from our studios in Bryanston. We are very much a national business. We are a business that's a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. So we are part of this insurance company that has been around for a very long time, nearly 70 years. We are a very well-established business. I will speak a little bit more about Constantia and our listed entity towards the end of the presentation. But DuePoint is fairly new. We opened our doors to members of the public 4 years ago, almost to the month. We were founded in February 2016 when a number of aspirations came together for us as a business. So as founders of the business, somewhat 5 years ago, we wanted to create a business. Our vision was to create an opportunity that allowed people to empower themselves. And it is very much being demonstrated probably more so today than ever. And so we created this business called DuePoint. It is very much focused around what we call social entrepreneurship, and that's why our business is open to the public. Maybe not with the opportunity to come visit us at head office at the moment, but hopefully that'll change again soon. But I'm able to be in everyone's lounges, in your offices, in front of you, on your mobile phones, on your tablets right now. And so our business is open to all South Africans, regardless of where you were, regardless of the virus that threatens all of us. And so we hope to aim with this business is to achieve what we call social impact or financial impact. The two really go hand in hand. And as I said, we want individuals to be able to empower themselves through this business. This business is all about opportunity, and the opportunity is to come create for yourself a stake here at DuePoint. You get to create a stake for yourself in an insurance company. And now you might be thinking, well, I didn't sign up to create a stake in an insurance company, but there is one reason I know you're watching this presentation, and that is because of the financial opportunity promised to you by the person that invited you to watch this presentation. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the financial opportunity. And so I'll be going through the benefits shortly, but know that our mandate together is to create a greater DuePoint, a DuePoint that really does stretch into every single corner of the country, so that that opportunity is known by everyone in South Africa, again, more so today than probably ever required in our last 4 years. And so as we go through the benefits of our business, I want you to really consider this as a business proposition. And when we go through the benefits, you'll be able to very easily weigh up our benefits against other businesses. And as confidently as I always am, I know that this business rises to the top every single time when we are compared to any other opportunity in the country. So if you're able to create for yourself a stake in this business, you get to create what we call a channel of distribution. This channel of distribution opens up the wealth system within DuePoint. Number one, it allows you to create additional income. Right, that's kind of the sharp end of the financial opportunities, the ability to create income. The nature of the income is very important to understand because we create what we call recurring income. You can call it annuity income or passive income. It's fairly similar. The purpose of annuity income is to free yourself of the constraint of creating income through activity or time. our business frees you of that constraint. It is going to become very evident in the coming months as the rest of the world bows down to this virus that seems to be permeating every corner of our world. And so the ability to create recurring income frees you of the ability or frees you of the constraint of having to use your time, having to use activity to create income. We could have a number of wealth engineers get infected with the coronavirus. It doesn't mean they stop earning money at DuePoint. Today, we paid all our qualified wealth engineers, once again, not a cent short, regardless of their health status, regardless of whether they've been active. Why? Because the business that you create here at DuePoint, the stake that you create for yourself in this company is what pays you. Your income, your remuneration is asset-based, right? I'm going to be speaking about the power of creating an asset that pays you out. But know that the recurring income, this is a benefit that's inherent to insurance companies of all things. And it frees us of many of the other risks that we find ourselves in, right? Your employment is a perfect example of that. If you don't work, you're not going to get paid. If you're retrenched, whether you're a victim of unemployment, whether you're retired, whether you're sick, if you can't go to work, you don't get paid. Here at DuePoint, that doesn't happen. We pay wealth engineers not for their activity, but for the channel that they've built, the asset that they've created here at DuePoint. You also have the opportunity of power duplication. This is a wonderful benefit because you get to enjoy the luxury that it comes with having a team around you. If you can introduce resourceful people around you that can help you build a channel of distribution, well, then your income can grow exponentially in this business because you open yourself up to leverage, up to gearing, up to the power duplication in this business. And we allow you to benefit from that organic growth that takes place in your channel. Our business, flexi time is probably not the most accurate description. Our business is a very tech-forward business. You can almost describe us as a technology business because we invest heavily in technology. It makes business, again, in our circumstances, seen clearly. It makes business possible, regardless of where you are, because of that mobile app that's running on your phone, because of the YouTube app that you're running on your phone, because of the advancement of mobile phones today. There's a reason why phones are so expensive. Right? If you're only using your phone to browse Facebook and to WhatsApp people, you're not using your phone to the full extent. Download that little app called the DuePoint app and start using your phone to make money, regardless of whether you're self-quarantining or not. And so because of the technology, we make business very convenient, simpler, faster than ever before. Our business is very much about wealth creation, but at the same time, wealth protection. That is seen in our products, which I'll introduce you to shortly, as well as in two free services called Legal Access and Medical. I'll describe those again for you shortly. Basically, you have access to medical services as well as legal services over your phone, absolutely free of charge for every active wealth engineer in our business at zero cost. Our business has been purposely designed to be low risk. This is very important. If we're a business that's trying to achieve social impact in every corner of South Africa, it is important that this opportunity comes with very little risk because we do not want to jeopardize anyone's financial situation by getting involved with DuePoint, whether they succeed at DuePoint or not. So that's very important. You're at liberty as a guest this evening to consider doing DuePoint, knowing there's no starter fees, there's no startup costs, there's no upfront costs, there's no registration fees, there's no boxes of product you have to buy, there's no samples you have to invest in, there's no big amount of money that you have to invest in to get started in this business. And so we've removed the risk so that people are free to join this business. There should be no fear in your heart when you consider doing this business. And there should be no delay either. Get started in this business as quickly as possible because there is no downside. There is nothing to lose. And then for me, probably the most important benefit always is the ability and having the knowledge, knowing that you are building an asset that you have ownership over. So your channel of distribution is treated as a legal asset that you own. That means you can sell your channel of distribution. It means if you die one day, that gets seeded onto your beneficiaries, whether it be your spouse or your dependents. It also means that you are never at risk of being retrenched by this business, that you will earn beyond retirement. That's a big one. How many people do we know today that can afford retirement? Here at DuePoint, you rest in the knowledge that this business will pay you beyond the age of 60, 65. This business will carry on paying you 70s, 80s, your 90s, right? This business will never stop paying you. Even beyond death, you get to create legacy in this business. You get to show that you've spent time building something in this lifetime. Where employment, we don't get that. How many people employed do you know that have put in 8 hours a day for 45 years, have got something to show for it when they get to 65 years of age? It is time that we start investing our time in ourselves instead of building other people's assets. You need to start investing in yourself, right? You can do it. We've created a tool that allows any person in South Africa to build a channel, to build a stake for themselves, to start earning recurring income for themselves, and at the same time build a legacy in your lifetime, right? That lends us dignity. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved in our business. We exclude you from that process completely, explicitly in your code of conduct. Your only responsibility is to go out and connect people to the business opportunity. The same way you were introduced to this business. You need to go out and tell other people. That's where your wealth lies. That's where you unlock exponential earnings in our business, is by sharing this news, this opportunity with other people, without having to convince them. You're not selling, you're not trying to convince anyone. You're just getting them to come see the opportunity, to watch online like you're doing right now. How simple is it sending someone a link and say, just watch this, 35 minutes of your life, watch this, it might make all the difference to you. And so that's all you're going to be doing. At the same time, our products are intangible. We have financial products, right, that are designed to protect and create wealth. But because they're intangible, it means we don't have boxes. We don't have stock and distribution. You're not going to have anyone couriering products to you with little viruses crawling over the boxes. No, our products come risk-free. And so you are at liberty to build a business, to build a channel here at DuePoint with all the convenience in the world, regardless of what is happening outside in the world. But your success is very much dependent on that ability to build a channel of distribution. It begins with you. You as a guest this evening need to make a decision. You need to decide whether you want to partner with us in this business. You need to become a product owner. But most importantly, you have to start sharing this news. You've got to share the opportunity with as many people as you can, because that is where the wealth lies. And if we look at the little example that we have here, this individual has connected 5 people to their channel, and that is where the organic growth lies. Those 5 individuals that joined DuePoint, because of your efforts, joined pretty much for the same reason that you did. And so they're also mandated to go out and connect people if they want to build their wealth. But what happens is they get to collaborate with you. They get to help you build your channel. And so that's where you get to enjoy the exponential growth in your channel and your earnings here at DuePoint. Because as you can see, this entire channel, every single dot represents a product owner in your channel, affording you income every single month in the form of recurring income. And every single month, this channel that you see here is at liberty to grow with your income. And so that's what a channel of distribution looks like. Figuring out how much we pay you is very straightforward. It is based on this remuneration table that you're about to see. When you start connecting people personally to DuePoint, those individuals fall on what we call your first point, on point 1. If you look at the table on point 1, you earn 55 Rand for every successful product payment that happens on point 1, and that is recurring income. It happens every single month. If you connect 10 people to this business this week, we will be paying you 550 Rand a month. You have just created in annuity income 6,000 Rand a year for yourself in the space of a week. When those first pointers go out and connect people, they fall on your second point. The second pointers connect people onto the third point to the fourth point, so on and so forth. And then you see the product gets further away from you. The further the product gets away from you, the multiplier reduces, right? But it doesn't stop. There's a little plus sign next to the 8 for a reason. That's because we pay our qualified wealth engineers from point 8 and beyond without any limit. There is no limitation placed on the size of your channel at DuePoint. There is no limitation placed on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. I want you in this proposition, in this presentation, to consider the long-term effects of this business. How big a channel can you build, not in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years? How big a business can you build in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years? What can you do with this business over time, knowing that there's no limitation placed on the size of stake that you can build for yourself in this insurance company? That's the question. I want your imagination to start running wild this evening. This is a path to success. It is a storyline over the next 60 months of what your life could look like as a DuePoint wealth engineer. So it follows the journey of someone who's been able to connect 2 people a month, so 2 new personal people onto their first point every single month without fail, what can they do over the next 5 years or 60 months in the business? After 6 months, they'll be earning about 2,500 Rand a month, right? This considers some duplication as well as people not duplicating, people not paying, right? After 12 months, you're going to be around 9,000 Rand a month. And then very quickly it starts to jump. Why? Because you enjoy exponential growth in this business. Not like our day jobs where we hope we get a little raise once a year. And even if we only get one every 3 years, we feel lucky, right? Because we're not one of the people that are unemployed. We should be lucky that we just have jobs. No, there's much more waiting for us out there. At month 24, you are close to 28,000 Rand a month. After 3 years in the business, you could be close to 50,000 Rand a month. After 4 years in the business, you'll be nearing about 70,000 Rand a month. And after 5 years in the business, you could be as close to 85,000 Rand a month. Right? So this is academic. And that's why I'm glad to throw it away, because I'm happy to show you real people doing this business. We have got hundreds of people that we have interviewed on stage that have shared their testimonies with us. You can go look at those testimonies. Right? People are doing all kinds of things with our business. But know that the opportunity, that the system is identical for every single person that uses it. The only person that decides where they prioritize DuePoint, how much time they put into DuePoint, the results they want out of DuePoint is you. No one else. You cannot blame anyone else. Right? But that's a good thing. For once, we get to take control over the results in life. Right now, we feel out of control. That feeling is going to become worse, right, in the near future. And so it is very important to understand that you do have the power to change your circumstance, but you have to decide how you prioritize this business and what you want out of the business. But I'm telling you now, you can have whatever you want. You need to just make that decision. You need to commit to that time. On top of the returns program, so we've spoken about the returns program, that income that you're able to generate every single month for yourself, we also have a rewards program. So the rewards program basically rewards you as your channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger and hits these milestones. We call them ranks. And when your channel gets to certain ranks, there are rewards waiting for you. So you can see they take on the form of cash checks and tools and trips overseas, amongst a host of other things, cars. One of the first notable ones is rank 5. We give you a business toolkit made up of our merchandise, DuePoint merchandise, valued at about 1,200 Rand. We send that to you so that you look professional when you go out and prospect. At rank 7, we take that a whole step further, a giant leap step further, because we spend 17,000 Rand getting business cards manufactured for you in your name. And then the very exciting rank is rank 9. This is one many wealth engineers aspire to. Why? Because it includes the whole family. You get to share the result of your hard work with your family, because around October, end of October, we will be sending out invitations to all our qualified rank 9s and above, inviting them to our rank 9 international conference. It is 7 days away, and all expenses paid trip. We fly you business class, and when I say all expenses paid, we pay for absolutely everything. We don't expect you to need to spend a cent on this trip, and you get to enjoy what it feels like to do truly wealthy for 7 days of your life with your family. And this is a trip that happens every single year for the rest of your life once you exceed rank 9. So take a look. We've got a video documenting our last 3 trips. We are already planning the 4th trip. I want you to imagine yourselves there with your family, because I'm inviting everyone to this trip. How does that look? It is a fantastic way to get away every single year with your family. And then 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car, paid off. And this has just happened again this month. So I need to put a new photo into the slide because Marsha and Rulof went rank 11, right? And I had the great opportunity to go down to the dealership with them this morning and see them both climb into this beautiful BMW Z4, put the top down and drive off. I don't want to say into the sunset because it was about 10 o'clock in the morning, but they drove off into the beautiful blue sky in this beautiful BMW Z4, knowing that DuePoint had just paid for it cash. And that is what we do for our wealth engineers that hit rank 11. And that is waiting for you too. I've given you a snapshot into what DuePoint can do for you within 2 years if you want it to be that quick. You can do it in 2 years. You can do it in less. It is up to you, right? This program goes up to rank 28. And so we are showing you only one of the trips, only the first small car that's available to you, right? Again, it is up to you. What do you want out of this business? Is it worth it? You've got to make that decision. Is this business worth it to you? Our products are not arbitrary products. They've been designed with the same principles in mind that the business opportunity was created around. Our products speak to wealth creation and wealth protection, right? So let's go through them. First, Access Wealth, 334 Rand a month. You get an investment and an insurance product together. It is 100 Rand that gets contributed into a tax-free investment fund every single month. The insurance aspect is 125,000 Rand with a personal accident death cover. Then we have Wealth Guard. Wealth Guard is only accidental death cover to the value of R1,000,000, but it's only going to cost you 249 Rand a month. Family Wealth is our funeral cover product. It's going to cost you 299 Rand. You get 20,000 Rand worth of funeral cover. It covers up to 5 family members or dependents. You, as the principal member, also get 10,000 Rand worth of debt protection. The age limit on this product is 70, but once you join before you're 70, it becomes whole of life. We will cover you through family wealth for the rest of your life once you've joined under the age of 70. Then we've got legal indemnity in the form of legal guard, right? You don't want the risk ever hanging over your head of being sued or having this legal indemnity that you can't afford. And so we afford you R250,000 worth of legal indemnity per matter without limitation, with a host of other legal services that become available to you through our Legal Guard product. And that is only 249 Rand a month. And then for 299 Rand a month, we have the Wealth Points Buyers Club program. The point of that product is to help you lower your monthly expenditure. And who knows, maybe the cost of things and inflation is going to skyrocket with this pandemic that we're all facing. But through Wealth Points, we have negotiated discounts and services with a host of service providers, with retailers to the likes of Mazda, Mahindra, Ford, ShopRite, Checkers, Cell C. There's a host of them, and you get discounts and services from those partners that we have negotiated with. The 2 free services available for every wealth engineer come in the form of legal access and medical. These are absolutely free services. They don't cost you a thing. Every active wealth engineer gets access to these free services, to these benefits. It's basically a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day telephonically. And with medical, it is a qualified medical practitioner. And so you don't have to go visit the doctor, especially in today's times. You don't want to have to go visit the doctor. You can call the doctor instead, right? And so that is our product range and our DuePoint benefits. Go watch the videos on our products. It'll give you a much greater sense of appreciation of what we've done with those products. They are innovative, and these products give you wonderful access into so many other benefits: the business opportunity, the free services, the rewards program, the training program that we've done. Go watch those videos. And then the Achiever Quest is a monthly incentive that we run for all our wealth engineers. And that is the ability to make money really quickly. You don't have to wait for your channel to grow, especially when you're starting out as a new wealth engineer. In your first month, you could be making some 16,500 Rand in your first month if you decide to connect 30 people in a single month, right? But we start off all the way on the left there with just 5 people in your first 6 months. When you hit 5, that magic 5 number every single month, we will add 1,000 Rand to your returns. Right? You can take it a step further and put 10 people in a month, and that'll become a 5,000 Rand check. And if you do 20 people, 10,000 Rand, 30 people, 15,000 Rand. So there are massive cash rewards waiting for you in the Achiever Quest for those people that really want to start fast in our business, it goes with wonderful rewards. And then a little bit of background on our business, because once you have considered whether you want to do this business, I know that in the back of your mind there is always some skepticism, right? You need to answer that skepticism. Like I said to you, you need to make the decision whether you deem this business worthwhile of getting involved in. Right? And if you're skeptical about anything, it's not going to happen. And so don't listen to me. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go do homework for yourself. Go to the DuePoint website. Go find out about us. Go read up about the founders. Right? Go look at Constantia's website. We've got a 70-year track record at Constantia. You can go look at that business for the last 70 years. And then we listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange under a group called Conduit Capital. And so we are listed publicly and we are audited publicly as a business, right? Without even speaking about all the regulators that we have to abide with. Know that because we're an insurance company, the FSCA is one of the biggest regulators that we engage with constantly. And so our business is based on ethics and transparency. Again, just because I'm telling you, don't believe it. Go do the research yourself so that when you decide to partner with DuePoint, you do so fully trustworthy, fully engaged, and so that you can make this commitment without any skepticism, right? And you're able to go out and connect people easily with all the trust in the world, knowing that you are responsibly connecting people to a business that holds integrity extremely high. And so go do that for yourself. And then ultimately the decision, once you have decided you want to take advantage of this opportunity, you have to decide how DuePoint fits into your life. If you're going to treat this business, right, this entrepreneurial opportunity as a hobby, or do it when you feel like it, or treat it as a New Year's resolution, it is not going to work for you. This business, I hope, this presentation, I hope, allows your imagination to run a little wild, to see the opportunity, to see the hope that this business affords all our wealth engineers. But to take advantage of that, you have to decide how it fits into your life, and you have to make time for it. Right? It's not a huge commitment, but you have to be able to connect people. Just tell people every single day about this business if you want to take full advantage of all the benefits that await you as a wealth engineer. Getting started, very simple. Number one, register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you do this very easily, show you how to connect to our application form. It's going to take you about 5-6 minutes to register as a wealth engineer, then download the DuePoint app. The DuePoint app is available on the Apple App Store and on the Google Play Store, so it's for Apple and Android devices. Go download the app immediately, because that is the only app on your phone that is going to make you money, and then go watch the training videos, right? You can access those all on YouTube, all through our app. Every question can be answered if you go watch those training videos, and at the same time it allows you to become an expert in this business that you have decided to join, so that you can become an expert at building a channel and making money and watch it grow every single month, instead of becoming absolutely paranoid about the chaos that is happening outside. And then number 4, to start earning starts at 3 people. You have to connect 3 people who pay successfully in the same month to start earning here at DuePoint. And so for all my new people, that is your first goal at DuePoint. Your number 1 goal before you do anything else, before you target anything else, is to go find 3 people. You have to start earning. Once DuePoint pays you, like we paid everyone else today, when you get that SMS from the bank saying that your account has been credited, that is when you become a firm believer in this business. If you have never earned from DuePoint, you can never fully believe in the system. But once you have earned, you become a believer. And let me tell you, you will start prospecting people a lot faster once you have that confidence in you. The social media channels that we're available on, again, our ability to engage with everyone in the country, regardless of what's going on out there. As I said, the app is available on Google's Play Store as well as on the Apple App Store. And then merchandise is very important. Go to our website, click on the store button, you'll see all the merchandise that's available. We can courier it to you wherever you are, but make sure that you get the merchandise, right? Merchandise goes hand in hand with business. It goes hand in hand with business. People want to see that you're invested in this business, that you trust the business, right? That you're engaged with the business, that you're professional. So please get merchandise. For me, business cards are the most important piece of merchandise that you can have. But if you can only afford the notepad, get the notepad, right? Make sure that people know that you're a proponent of DuePoint and that you're not just taking a chance and hoping that you get lucky. And then on Saturday, we have our second dev seminar of the year. It is called A Guide to Building Online. How appropriate, right? And so on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., again, I will be delivering the development seminar audience lists. But I'm hoping that I will have a record number of people watching online. Because if you haven't started already, you're going to be forced to build your channels online. And what a beautiful thing DuePoint is, because we have geared this business to be built online from day one. We are already expert at it, right? That's why I said we have not stopped. We have not stumbled in the face of this coronavirus. And so on Saturday, I hope to be giving you enough tools so that for those of you that are engaging in our business for the first time, those of you who have never built online, get enough tools in your arsenal to be able to go out and build your channels nonetheless in the face of what we are having to deal with out there. And so the live stream is the only way you're going to be watching that. It'll be available from 11 a.m. for anyone that wants to watch it later. But as I said, I hope there's a record number of people watching me for the development seminar that we'll be delivering on Saturday morning. And with that, folks, I hope you have enjoyed our first virus-free intro presentation. And I sincerely hope that you're all able to stay safe out there. And then also, my wish for every audience that I get to address, even though I can't see your faces, I wish for all of you prosperity this year. Not next year, not the year after, not when the coronavirus disappears, not when the economy starts to improve, not when everything else changes with regards to your circumstance. I wish it now, because you are able to grasp this business with both hands and start building a channel for yourself and start creating income for yourself now without excuse, regardless of what's going on out there. And so my wish is that you have a wonderful year. A year that you get to shout from the rooftops, to get more people involved at DuePoint, to go out and help people like yourself and connect them to this business. And so I hope to see at the end of the year many people that have shown that they can be prosperous in the face of all this adversity that we're facing. And again, I wish you safety, right, for you and your family and your loved ones. And we will see you at our Wednesday lunchtime presentation again. Thank you and good evening.